Multiple bombshell reports came out this offseason claiming Jalen Hurts had become a genuine source of internal frustration inside the Philadelphia Eagles organization. That's the kind of story that could easily blow up a locker room. But instead of falling apart, Hurts responded in a way nobody quite expected. Stick around, because this story might completely change how you view the Eagles heading into this season. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're breaking down how Jalen Hurts has reportedly responded to a wave of critical offseason reports about his standing within the Philadelphia Eagles organization. Let's get into it. Let's rewind to where this all started. Following the 2025 season, multiple reports surfaced painting a difficult picture around Hurts, suggesting he had become, in one report's words, the source of much internal frustration among people connected to the organization. One particular story pointed to Philadelphia's passing attack falling into deep ruts over the past several seasons, calling it an ongoing source of angst internally. Some around the league even suggested the Eagles could consider parting ways with Hurts in early 2027 if the team fails to secure at least one playoff win this coming January. That's an incredibly high-stakes storyline for any starting quarterback to be facing heading into a season. But according to NFL insider Albert Breer of Sports Illustrated, Hurts has seemingly responded to all of this in a genuinely positive way. It sounds as if Hurts has a good level of self-awareness of the perception around how the past couple years have gone and seems to be subtly working to fix it, given how intentional he has been about helping to build up relationships in the locker room, Breer wrote in a piece published Thursday. And I've heard that team-wide too. It's a huge part of head coach Nick Sirianni's belief system anyway, but it does seem as if there's a concerted effort to create a tighter unit, which shows up on trips like this. That's a pretty significant shift in tone from where things stood just months ago, and Breer isn't the only insider picking up on this change. This past weekend, Glazer of Fox Sports shared that people across different areas of the Eagles organization have been raving about how much effort Hurts has put into improving both on and off the field this offseason. There's also a scheme shift worth noting here. It's been suggested that the Eagles could lean more heavily on star running back Saquon Barkley under new first-year offensive coordinator Sean Mannion this season, which could take some pressure off Hurts as a pure passer. Now let's address the elephant in the room, because it's no secret that Hurts and former Eagles wide receiver A.J. Brown grew apart over the past couple of seasons. That relationship eventually led to Philadelphia trading Brown to the New England Patriots this past June. It was a move that closed a chapter, but also potentially opened the door for a fresh start. And interestingly, this week's joint practices between the Eagles and the Patriots actually gave outsiders a real look at how the Philadelphia locker room has evolved. According to Breer, these practices showed the Eagles are now a noticeably tighter unit than they were at the end of the 2025 campaign. Eagles ran the ball effectively against the Patriots on Wednesday, Breer explained. The Patriots responded Thursday with some borderline shots at Saquon Barkley, and a bunch of guys came to his defense in the moment. So that part of it for Hurts and the Eagles seems to be in a good place. As for the football piece, with new OC Sean Mannion aboard, the Eagles will be under center more and will focus on reviving the run game, which should make things easier on Hurts and the skill guys around him. The flip side, it's a scheme that demands precision, which will challenge Hurts in different ways. That last point is really the crux of the entire situation moving forward. This new scheme could genuinely simplify things for Hurts by leaning on the run game and taking pressure off his arm. But it also demands a level of precision that will test him in ways he hasn't necessarily been tested before. How Hurts responds to that specific challenge could very well determine whether he's still wearing an Eagles uniform at this exact time next year. For now, though, Sirianni and the rest of the Philadelphia coaching staff appear genuinely pleased with how Hurts has handled his business since the team's wildcard playoff loss to the San Francisco 49ers this past January. So what's your take? Does this offseason growth translate into real success for Hurts and the Eagles this season, or is the pressure just getting started? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button. Subscribe for more Eagles and NFL coverage all season long, and I'll see you in the next video.